I'm going for a day out with my other half today, and we're going to go and enjoy the sun. We're going to go eat, drink outside and just have a mooch around a really beautiful old town. And I'm going to see how easy or difficult it actually is to be gluten-free on our day out. So come with me to get ready and then see what we get up to. Hi, I'm Alex. I've lived with stage 4 endometriosis and adenomyosis for over 10 years now, and I now work as a speaker, advocate and podcaster to make sure that women are seen, believed and heard in healthcare. Okay, so I think this is going to be today's outfit. It's meant to be like really hot and sunny, kind of like 25 degrees. So I want something that we can look really cute in. It's kind of like summery. I got this from Zara. I absolutely adore it. It's so flattering. It's such a beautiful shape and it is quite long. So it's kind of like a midi dress. The bottom is a little bit scrunched because I've had to hang it in my wardrobe and it's not long enough to hang all the way down. So I will just iron that. But yeah, this is going to be my date outfit. So let's go get ready. I am what I think you would call someone that's pretty low maintenance because most of the time I do not wear makeup. Like I'm completely natural. I can't really be bothered to do my makeup on a normal day. If I'm working from home, if I'm just seeing family, I don't really see the point of it. So normally I look like this and it's pretty natural, but when I do get ready, I do really enjoy it, but it does take me a while. Like for instance, I went for a massage last night, which was absolutely phenomenal because my back and my shoulders had been like unbelievably painful. So I went for a massage last night and it was amazing, but they obviously get the oil and they like massage your scalp and they get it all in. So my hair was gonna be fine for a few more days. It's now a little bit greasy, but I thought about my routine and what I'm doing next week, and I don't really want to wash my hair until tomorrow or Monday if I can really help it, because then that'll help with what I'm doing in next week. So today we are literally putting it up into like a slick back bun, and for me that is going to be a fancy hairdo. I am terrible at curling or doing literally anything interesting. So today it is a slick back bun, bit of makeup, and hopefully that will look kind of like chic, elegant kind of style that we're going for. I am also not someone that's very quick at doing this either. I am not one of those girls that can just whip up an amazing hairdo really quickly. I watch all those little TikTok videos of people doing it, making it really simple from all the different angles, but I literally can't do it. I think it's because the very minor, slight dyslexic part of my brain cannot like watch someone do it and then replicate it because it like confuses me about what size I'm doing. But it takes me a while to do my very basic hair looks, but it's whatever works for you. I'm never going to be one of these girls that can do these amazing hair and makeup looks, but that's okay because leave the expertise to the experts. And I think that's done. I have no idea whether that's actually straight in the middle of my head. I think that's pretty good. So I'm not really someone that tends to use a huge amount of hair products just because normally they have a huge amount of chemicals in them, and obviously any kind of chemicals or fragrances or things like that, they mess with your endocrine system. So I try not to really use anything. I have got some hairspray that has been with me for probably about 10 years now, hopefully it's still in date, that I will use probably just to keep this in place, but only a very, very small amount of it. And then the other thing that I have is hair oil, but this hair oil is from Tropic, and Tropic are all about doing really clean products. They don't want to put nasties or chemicals in. So there's lots of hair oils that you can get. I used to use other ones from the high street, which is not recommended because they're full of all sorts of stuff. But I use this Tropic hair oil. It's really nice. Literally the teeniest, tiniest amount will go so far. So I've had this for absolutely ages and I've only used a tiny amount. So a bit of hairspray, a bit of like oil to maybe slick this back and make it look really good. Also, take a look at the beautiful breakfast that Charlie has just made me. So we're gonna go have some nice food and see whether I can get anything gluten-free or not. And we might have some alcohol as well, not a huge amount, but I might have something. So really important to have a healthy breakfast. He's made me scrambled egg, avocado and smoked salmon with some olive oil drizzled over and a little bit of lemon that I have already squeezed onto it because I got excited. This is one of my favourite breakfasts. It's so simple. Look at the brightness, look at the colours. It's so good for you. It's really protein heavy, loads of healthy fats. So this is a really good start to the day. So I'm going to have this and then I'm going to continue getting ready.
Your smile lit up like a sunrise glow. Touch so soft where the seasons flow. We met where the stars take their flight. Every moment with you feels just right. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody.
Okay, so we are nearly done. That process always takes so much longer than I thought it's going to, but we are nearly there. Just some finishing touches. So makeup is all done. Just gonna do some finishing touches to my hair, just with a bit of oil to get it to like really sleek back. Cool. Okay, I think that's fairly sleeked. Don't know where the lid has gone for that, but never mind. And then, like I said, I don't use hairspray too much because it's got lots of chemicals in it, but the windows are open, so we'll just do a very quick spray. Final details, and then we're completely ready. So, I'm gonna have this necklace because the blue kind of goes with the green, and then some very simple earrings that were a present for my brother, which I think are my birthstone, but I have no idea which one it is. It's the one from October. And then finally, this is the bag. We've got like white polka dots, so we'll take this bag with us. So yesterday was really, really nice. It was a really good day. So it was sunny. We went out to Warwick. We live really close by. I've been loads of times, but sometimes it's just nice to kind of play tourist where you live. It's a beautiful old town. There's loads to see. There's pubs and coffee shops and lovely places to eat. And it was just a really, really nice day. So obviously we went to our favourite pizza place, which is Dough and Brew. I honestly don't think I've ever had that good level of pizza in the UK before. Like, it's by far the best. And we've been loads of times and had it before, but what I hadn't had was the gluten-free version, so I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. They have a beautiful like open fire and a pizza oven, and they make it all by hand, and you can see them making it. I went really, really simple. I think a sign of a really good pizza is when you go really simple, you don't have to go too extra with it. So there's just a margherita, but it was a gluten-free base, and just let them know that actually any of the sides that we had needed to be gluten-free as well, and they could do pretty much everything on the menu gluten-free apart from like one or two little things which are fried in like a batter. So that was absolutely amazing. It tasted delicious. And it's just really nice to know that if you want a bit of a treat or a takeaway, that is somewhere that you can go to. If you want to eat out gluten-free, I think I've realised that coffee shops are a bit tricky. If you can have like gluten-free coffee shops or kind of like cake shops, that's amazing. I haven't found those yet, but I'm determined to. And I think a sign of a really good restaurant is when, because everything is so fresh and they're not making things processed or pre-packaged, it is much easier for them to do gluten-free. So there'll be loads of options and lots of menu options that naturally just don't have gluten in them. And I think that's a sign of like a really good restaurant or a good pub or whatever it might be, because they're cooking fresh. There isn't kind of a load of restriction when it comes to gluten-free. So it is possible. You definitely are more aware of it. Like, it definitely did make me stop and think every time I looked at a menu or every time I thought about ordering something, does it have gluten, does it not? So it definitely does make you really think about it. But it was more than doable. I completely forgot to capture the rest of the day. So we finished the day by going to a few pubs, and then we ended up in an amazing music bar. It's called Ronnie's, and they do like live music every single weekend. We both absolutely love live music. I think it's like one of the things that we just enjoy the most. We had no idea who the band was, no idea what kind of music it was going to be. They had some crazy name that I think it's like Fat Unicorns was their name. It was brilliant. It was like slightly older guys, very like rock and roll, but with a bit of kind of like poppy element to it. It was brilliant. They were so good. It was really good fun. We had a few drinks. I didn't drink a huge amount on the day. I never do. I have kind of lost my I've definitely lost my ability to drink a huge amount like I did at uni, but I've kind of lost my interest in drinking a huge amount really. So I had a small glass of rosé, I then had a G&T, and then I think one more G&T. So 3 over the course of the day. So not a huge amount. But unfortunately, unfortunately, I did then get some endo pain the next day. Now, I don't always get endo pain when I drink alcohol because, again, it's far and few between. I don't drink a huge amount, and actually, when I can pick what I have at home, it's very, very rare that I do have any pain afterwards. But I think because it was obviously the bar gin and the tonic, and I didn't have as much control over what was going into the drinks, even though I knew what they were, I think that's maybe why we had like a little bit of cramping. It was pretty mild in the kind of full scheme of things, but obviously it's not pleasant, it's not nice, it's frustrating. Like you feel a bit pissed off, you feel a bit angry because you're like, oh, I only had like a tiny amount of alcohol and now I'm getting punished for it, and it feels like your body's punishing you. So that's not great. It's a bit annoying sometimes, but it didn't take away from how great the whole day was. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more about gluten-free living, endometriosis, adenomyosis, how I live, how I get by, what I do to manage the condition, and everything in between, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Keep looking after you.